Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle, and for today's Tools Day, I thought after last Tools Day, I would talk about a tool that you guys might be interested in. So let's get into it. So today we're going to talk about a palm nailer, and I don't know, I'm assuming a lot of you maybe have seen one of these tools, but there's also probably a lot of you that have no idea what this is. So what is it? Well, here we've got a nice attachment for air, so it's a pneumatic nailer, and basically what these are great for is putting nails or fasteners in really confined spaces where you can't swing a hammer. So really there's not a whole lot to talk about. This is a Bostitch. I've owned this now for about 4 years, and there's actually a smaller version. A bunch of different companies make these. There's even cordless palm nailers that don't even require air. I've never used one, so I have nothing to say about them. I bought this specifically. This is the bigger version from Bostitch because I wanted an ability to pound a 60-penny ring shank nail, if need be, in a tight confined space. Honestly, I just thought this was a cool tool, a niche tool, and if some of you out there watch this video and think to yourselves, wow, I never knew that existed, but I'm buying one because that will help me, then I know that I did my part. So let's go ahead and show you some of the demo of this tool and how it works. I've got my hearing protection because you definitely want hearing protection when using this tool. So like I said, this is a air nailer, so I've got some air hooked up. Hopefully the compressor won't bother us too much, but I am using the Hitachi quiet compressor. The thing is ultra quiet. It's only a 1-gallon air compressor, so it's gonna run a lot. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up too much, just so if you guys hear that in the background. All right, so once you have air, this thing is loaded, and I'll show you without a fastener what it does. Actually, I won't be able to show you what it does because you have to have a fastener. That's a safety feature in order for it to work. So right now, I've got a 16-penny slick. This is just a common framing nail, and I'm just gonna stick it in, and I thought this was magnetic. For some reason, it's not magnetized. Maybe the magnet fell out. I don't know. This thing's like 4 years old. So I'm just gonna be careful, and once you set your nail down, as soon as I engage this nail and push down on pressure, you're gonna see what happens. That's pretty cool. Now, obviously, this is a big pain in the butt to run a hose, to run the fastener. For me, when I first got this, my goal was to save my shoulder because I was pounding 20-penny nails, ring shanks, all day, every day. And not only does that take time, but it does a ton of wear and tear on your shoulder, your elbow, whatever. I love swinging a hammer, but it was really getting old on my body. And so I bought this so that I could put a 20-penny in no time at all. However, it is very loud, and it does also just put a ton of vibration on your hand. That is why I ended up getting the jumbo Fasco nailer, which you guys have probably seen, and that will sink all those nails. Still have to be tethered to a hose, but it takes very little effort. Now, I just think it's impressive how fast it will drive a 60-penny ring shank nail through 6 inches of material. It might actually go through the bottom. We'll see. That is pretty cool. Now, like I said, there are 2 models. I don't know if they even still make these. I'll have to check. I kind of pulled it out of my bin upstairs of old tools that I just don't use a lot more because I've got better tools. But this thing is actually really cool, and I'm kind of glad I found it after last week's video thinking about tools because it is pretty darn handy, and it'll even do little tiny nails. These are just little, I mean, these are like finger biters. I mean, you're going to hit your finger at some point when you're trying to set these nails, and you can just set it in here and boom, it's done. It does very little damage to your surface, which obviously the goal is to never hit your wood with your hammer, but I do it all the time because I miss, right? This thing is just going to allow you to put nail after nail. That was my fault. Pretty effortless. So I think it's a really cool tool. Not everybody needs one of these, but this is one of those tools that you kind of just put in your back pocket, and randomly you're gonna need it, and you're gonna love the fact that you have it. Because when you're swinging a hammer and you're in a super confined space where all you get to do is maybe move your hammer just a little bit, that is where that sort of tool comes into play. Not to mention, it saves your body from a little bit of wear and tear, specifically your shoulder. So hopefully this video was useful for you guys. I love showing off like these niche tools and just kind of making sure that people out there know that it's available, because there's an application that this tool is perfect for. Like I said, there's a couple different models. This is the big Bostitch PN100, and I don't remember the smaller one size, but I'll definitely make sure to leave links down below so you guys can check it out. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for another Tools Day. Make sure you guys go check out the most recent build series videos, and we'll see you guys on the next Tools Day. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, just a little trick that if you guys are over on Instagram, maybe you saw Mark Martinez, and maybe you've even seen my post it by this time on this little nail trick, 16 penny nail. Go ahead, and if you're on Instagram, make this cool challenge post and tag me in it. And I'd love to see it. It's just a fun thing. But you basically try to set your nail, hit it with the head, hit it with the side, and then finish it with your claw. Pretty hard to do. I'll probably look like a fool here, but that was so close. Not sure if you can see that. I just split it. It's not that easy. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. But there you go. Make the post, it'd be cool to see regardless.